Joe Jacoby, and Raven Caldwell and his teammates immediately gestured to the bench to get help out on the field, and the medical staff is out there right now.
This is Jacoby here playing right guard on the field goal team. He goes down inside his own, looks like the center actually, with the drive blocked by Jerome Brown. Brown pushed that time Bostic into the left leg of Jacoby, and it looks like the leg was just caught laid out there.
Ray Brown will be the backup, number 67. And with Ray Brown in there at right tackle, that will mean that the Redskins will go with 4 new players in the offensive line. The only regular will be Jeff Bostic, the center.
And another key point here is the fact that Russ Grimm, who is injured, is suited today, but he is a backup. He can't go. But right now, Dave Harbor is the only other offensive lineman that the Redskins have in case someone else goes down, and he is a center, a backup third-string center. So we got the Redskins have a real problem now if someone else should be injured in this game in their offensive line.
You can imagine what's happened in that front line the last time Terry and I did this game in week 2. Lachey, Grimm, Bostic, May, Jacoby, and Don Warren were the starters. And now it's Simmons, Ed Simmons, Raleigh McKenzie. Bostic is still there. Mark Schlereth, Ray Brown now comes in at right tackle, and Mike Tice is the tight end. Joe Jacoby now in his 9th year, but, well, bless him, at least he's able to smile just a little bit, Terry.
Well, the shock of injuries, when initially they happen, the first thing as a player you think of is, my God, how bad is it? Because you're the only one that knows. The pain tells you how bad it is, and then automatically think, how long will it take me to get over this? How long will it take me to get well? Is it a career-ending injury? I mean, all of this, honest to goodness, all of this goes through your mind. While you're sitting there, while they're working on you, you go through the whole scenario of that injury and what kind of effect it's going to have on you, your family, your life.
Joe Gibbs said this has been one of the toughest weeks of his career. And it just got a little bit worse as Joe Jacoby will be assisted from the field. Time is out.
High school is just like a memory because
You're not.
I went waiting to see Caroline, right? No, she wasn't there.
Every time I went to the prom, the girl was taller than me. I don't want to talk about it.
No, I said I'd like to find a dress. And she said, is this for your daughter or for your wife?
It's for my
What? You know why we don't talk about women? You only talk about things you know about, right?
Levi's 100% cotton Dockers. If you're not wearing Dockers, you're just wearing pants.
dog pile on John. Yeah!
We asked Mike Schmidt to help us show you why the new half-ton Chevy work truck is better than Ford. With more two-sided galvanized steel, more standard power, and a new Duragrill that's tougher than Ford.
The lawyers told me I couldn't hit a Ford like this. Know why? You know why. Nobody's winning like the heartbeat of America.
Today's truck is Chevrolet.
The barbecue is on over at McDonald's, y'all. It's McRib time. There's grilled pork swimming in that sassy sauce. A little pickle, a little onion, McRib, chone. It's like a barbecue in a bun without the bones. So grab yourself some napkins and a big cold Coke. But hurry, because McRib's only here for a limited time. The good time, great taste of McDonald's McRib, chone.
Redskin right tackle Joe Jacoby has been taken to the locker room by the medical staff. And now Chip Lohmiller will kick off for the second time in the ball game. 3-0 Redskins lead. Oh, this is a dandy. That'll be a touchback sailing all the way through the end zone. And Randall Cunningham will take his offensive unit onto the field at the 20-yard line for the second time.
In warm-ups, Vern, you were talking about Lohmiller's kickoff into the end zone. That wind is coming at his back. That feels like a breeze of probably anywhere around 20 miles an hour, 20 to 30 miles in the gust. And so Cunningham actually will be throwing into a heavy gust. The wind will be in his face.
First down and 10, 3-0. Redskins lead it. Washington 4-5 against Philadelphia's 6-3 record. Tony. For a couple, Alvin Walton, number 40, is a part of the tackle. Greg Manusky, number 91, also there. Eagles, of course, last week. Now Minuski will head out as defensive changes are made. Raven Caldwell will also head to the sideline. Minuski is replacing the injured Neil Olkowitz, and Joe Gibbs said he expected him back next week. 2nd down and 8. At the 37. A gain of 15 yards on the left side with Matt Darwin and Mike Shadd handling Dexter Manley.
Going right at Dexter Manley. 2nd down and long. Automatically, you saw the replacements. 2 linebackers out and 2 defensive backs in. Obviously, Redskins thinking pass, but what a great call by Ted Plum to run the football, run it right at Manley.
Mike Shadd, number 79, got the key block. It's 1st down and 10, Philadelphia. Fires and right guard. And doesn't pick up much. By the way, the word from the locker room now on Joe Jacoby, a dislocated left kneecap. Dislocated left kneecap. Interesting, Terry, we were talking with Ted Plum, the offensive coordinator of the Eagles yesterday. He said Philadelphia has gone back and scouted themselves over the last 4 games. We did the game in Denver 2 weeks ago when they ran 13 consecutive plays on their opening drive. He said they wanted to mix it up in the first quarter now because they have shown such an obvious tendency to run a lot. And here they will throw on 1st down. Cunningham on his back foot, incomplete. And the coverage from Todd Bowles, number 23.
Right, to go and just go a little further with what Plum told us, the reason for the switch up was that teams knew that they were running more in the first quarter and then throwing more in the second. They want to switch that around, and they'll have more blend. That is, the Eagles will have more passing in the first quarter. At least that's what they hope to do. Come out and throw more and kind of throw the computer, give it a little curveball.
The newest of the Eagles has joined the lineup now. Number 87, Carlos Carson, just picked on waivers. 3rd and 6 in the last 2 games. 3rd and 6 or more. Philadelphia just 3 of 16. Blitz coming. Cunningham with a man right in his face. Goes deep for Carson, incomplete. Monty Coleman, number 51, drew a feed on Randall Cunningham, and Cunningham is in shock as he gets up.
Well, Cunningham's in shock. Carson was the intended receiver, but I told you the wind is in Cunningham's face, and he had to unload that ball as he knew that Coleman was fixing to hit him, and that ball just fell dead in the middle of the field. Normally, without the wind blowing, that pass would have gone another 15 yards downfield.
John Tilchik is on the punt. And Joe Howard is the deep man. Bounce and go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and Washington will get it for the 2nd time. They have a 3-0 lead on a 34-yard field goal by Lohmiller after a Randall Cunningham fumble.
There was a time when Toyota was the last word in sporty import 4x4s. But today, the 90s begin with a new kind of truck, Geo Tracker. Sometimes it's a convertible. Sometimes it's a rugged 4x4. But it's always an adventure. Get to know Geo Tracker only at your Chevrolet Geo dealers.
Getting to know you.
But be prepared to attract a little attention.
Getting to know you.
Here's a better twist in oil filters. The DuraGuard filter from AC. Compared to our old filters, it cuts abrasive engine wear nearly in half. Why look for any other filter? Now, there's twice the reason to go with AC.
Precision AC Delco parts. They don't just fit, they match.
AC DuraGuard. Why mess with anything less? For the AC Delco retailer nearest you, just give me a call at 1-800-AC-DELCO.
Left, split left!
Last week's Miller Lite NFL Player of the Week was Bo Jackson, making him eligible to be Player of the Year. Look for the next winner in Wednesday's USA Today and at the end of the season for the Miller Lite NFL Player of the Year.